So these trailer hubs don't fit on, these trailer rims don't fit tractor hubs. And I went a little more than I had to, but I bought some washers and some longer. I was going to go for grade 8 bolts. They didn't have any, went for grade 5. Hopefully I don't regret that. But, yeah, rock solid now. Got these stacks of washers taped together, so it's easier to assemble. Alright guys, the computer's down at the moment. I've been working on some projects, so I haven't been video editing. I have some dinky videos to come, but I figured you'd like this little update, and I'd want to show it before I get this thing flipped over and assembled. Jake is putting the last piece of metal on. I've been coming up with the ideas and cutting, and he's been doing all the welding, and his welding skills have gotten a lot better since the first mud cart. I mean, he has made this style of welder do welds I did not think were possible. I mean, look at that. Anyways, this was an Ayp Front Axle. It was actually one of Dinky's old front axles. It's been cut up and extended. And this is 2 pieces of bed frame here to make tube steel. And you can see where I got a bolt head welded through on the other side of here. And we drilled a big hole through this piece here, and there's a nut welded in here, and that's our steering system. My piper didn't actually fit in here, so we did a little doohickey here, and I want this thing to be able to twist and articulate without breaking, so this is a piece of all thread inside here welded with another nut in the end. So this piece is allowed to rotate, and the all thread goes through this much, so there's a lot of material. Grade 8 nut. This is our piece that's going to be able to move up and down. I made sure to make the hitch plate thing double, 2 pieces this time, so I can just drop something down and it'll be strong. And it is got a wide enough gap to go on the mud train's ridiculous hitch plate. Again, I was going to extend the original tie rod, but I figured it was too weak, so more bed frame angle iron. And I wanted to use these wheels, because the original idea was using those old wheels from the mud train, but they were just too small compared to the back wheels, and I'd have to blah blah blah, and I figured this would be better for off-roading stuff anyways. So I cut apart my old front rims, Dinky's original front rims. I cut them apart, and these again are pieces of steel that used to be, that are slices. I took that angle iron from the bed frame and just sliced down it. Oh no, that wasn't the bed frame. This was actually the square tube steel. I cut 2 slices out of that and then cut it into 2 whole segments. And again, Jake welded this all together. We still got our grease fitting here. And I've been using scrap spray paint from leftover from painting the gun project. So this thing's getting the worst camo job you've ever seen. Although I might actually keep the camo scheme. I was thinking I probably should paint it tan like a Humvee or something like that, because this thing just being so aggressive. I don't know, I definitely think I want to go for a military-esque paint job, because this thing is a tank. I'm going to try stitching these videos together on my iPhone so I can actually get this out without spending time at home working on my computer. It's in between operating systems right now. Yeah, rather proud of my... I'm pretty happy with how symmetrical everything turned out, because it doesn't really want to tip one way or the other. It just goes where you put it. This thing is very symmetrical, incredibly balanced considering how redneck it is. I mean, you wouldn't think it would be that balanced, but it is. It doesn't want to tip one way or the other. Alright, this is it. This is the cart. It has extreme off-road capabilities with more articulation than any of my tractors, and I kind of wish I had a tractor built more like this. This thing is just... oh, I love it. Oh, I never greased the wheel hubs. I have to do that before we leave. And the best part is, I should be able to just pick this thing up. Look at that. It pulls like it's nothing. It's easy to steer. Jake, you're not going to believe how easy this thing is to pull.
Really?
Yeah. Just try pulling it.
Damn. And the wheel hubs are even not even centered. Wow.
I know, right? You don't even need a tractor to haul stuff like that. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than that because of how ridiculously heavy this thing is. And we didn't even grease the wheel hubs yet.